design is to create something for which there is a need. But without necessity, without a need, there will be no design. My name is Hassan Mir, and I'm a mobility designer. The fascination for drawing was basically awakened by this need to master perspective. And we all know that when you design a car, perspective is your only friend, because without perspective you cannot express this complex form. It starts off as a fascination for an object which you want to be the pilot of, and ends up with a fascination for drawing an object for which you now want to be the creator of. I've been working in the field of automotive design since 1992, after I finished my studies at Art Center College of Design in Europe. My working life has taken me to several different countries, including England, America. I've worked in France, worked in Germany, worked in Spain, China. I speak English, that's my mother tongue. I speak fluent German and Spanish, and my French is fairly acceptable. My total working experience spans now over 30 years in automotive design alone. And in addition to that, 4 years working in the field of interior design and architecture beforehand. I've worked for Honda, Mitsubishi, Porsche, Peugeot, Advanced Design. I've worked for Audi, worked for General Motors in Germany. I could count up to 20 vehicles which have reached series production where I've worked on. And if I was to be truthful, I would say at least 3 carry my signature in some form or the other. I think as a car designer, my greatest strength is to be able to recognize how much time and how many resources are available to get a job done, and get that job done within that framework. I've had the pleasure of teaching at universities and at polytechnics, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be involved with young people and the fresh ideas they bring. In fact, in some periods of my life, it was absolutely essential, because they brought me back in touch with new trends, new developments, new ways of thinking. If I hadn't approached those jobs as a teacher, I would not have become a digital designer. The students have a goal, they have something they want to learn. It's important that the teacher's already been there. The teacher is, in end effect, the provider of a solution for his students. Anything that leads to a successful conclusion in our world is a form of teamwork, and car design is no exception. Good teamwork is to be able to be humble and to be able to show empathy to your team members. The younger team members will learn faster if they are allowed to experiment. So in that aspect, they need the direction of an experienced person who says, look, I would like that you actually achieve something so it can go on record as having been achieved. In order to do that, you need to discipline yourself and work on this task. In exchange, you will have the opportunity to experiment. I have had the pleasure of leading teams from the size of 2 or 3 people up to over 40 when I was working for SGMW in China. I've had the great luck. Germany is a fantastic country for doing this. It's the home of glider flying globally. I'm a practicing glider pilot, and my passion is, it's called Streckensegelflug in Deutsch. Flying gliders is absolutely amazing. It unifies technology, emotion, nature, environmentally friendliness, just an experience, the color, the light, the freshness of it all, and of course the landscape seen from a different point of view. Very early in my career as a car designer, I learned a very valuable lesson. In fact, it wasn't at work. It was on a day off. I was flying gliders. And I was coming in for landing, and I made a mistake. I basically miscalculated the height I was supposed to be at, which was followed by a second and third mistake. After the landing, I was greeted by the club chairman, and what he had to say to me was very important. He said, "Du bist noch nicht Weltmeister, Hassan." And then I learned a very important principle in a proverb in Germany. Es ist noch kein Meister vom Himmel gefallen. Everybody with a basic level of design education and instruction can design something. But not everybody is capable of designing something in their own style. The style that individual finds is a result of everything that's already inside him. Everything he's done, everything he's experienced, everything he's seen, and everything he's been taught. The day when you can say, "I am a designer," is the day when you have discovered your style, and you can build upon that. That's something that belongs purely to you.